Lord Robert and the Kingdom of Dreams.
Huh? Where am I? How did I get here? I can't remember a thing. Ah!
The
Jings! Is that... No, it can't be. It is. It's her. Fresh from the pages of the Ogler's Digest, and large as life.
Ogler's Digest?
I haven't the first clue what's going on around these parts. But I reckon I could do worse than ask a lassie here. Well, Rab, what are you waiting for? She'll no hang around forever while you pluck up what little courage you have left. Yoo-hoo! Have you a moment to spare for a sweet, harmless old man, Hen?
What in the... So you just have the map. I never checked what Eric had. If he had anything more than the map. And why... Okay. Why Jade had a harp? I think the reason Jade had the harp is because you don't actually get the harp back until you reconnect with her. That's probably it. Well then. Guess we're chasing a dream bunny girl.
Hey? What just happened?
Come on!
Where the...
This can't be. But it is. It's Dundrasil, just as it once was.
Ew.
Looking sharp, Your Majesty.
Ah, my old robes. But how? What in the world's going on? Would you care to enlighten me, lassie?
Walk this way.
My bunny-eared pal headed off in the direction of the throne room, assuming this is the real Dundersill Castle, that is. Well, that's as good a place as any to head for, I suppose. We'll see what the folks on the way have to say for themselves. Yeah, the fact that I'm actually wearing the crown of Dundersill and the Dundersillian dress coat, meaning that him being in those clothes shouldn't be surprised. But don't they look different? Can't remember. right now. Good day to you, Your Majesty. It's another peaceful day in the wonderful kingdom of Dundrasil, and we owe it all to your enlightened rule. Now, to business. Your Majesty, please wait. One of the ministers was looking for you. He said you should head to the throne room. Okay, so that path is blocked off. Hello. If I'm good and practice hard, I'll grow up to be as big and strong as Sir Erwin, won't I, Your Majesty? Yes? I knew it. I can't wait to grow up now. Erwin. Erwin is the Luminary's father. Okay. Hello. Good day, Your Majesty. The Chief Minister is waiting for you in front of the throne. You head straight on and you'll see him. Okay, so what do you want? Ah, there you are, Your Majesty. I've been looking for you everywhere. You must remember me telling you that you had an important audience scheduled. It's almost time. Hurry on over to your throne and prepare yourself. I mean, okay. No business with the Queen's throne just now, Your Majesty. Hurry on over to your own. Okay, how was I supposed to know? Take a seat? Sure.
Huh? But...
I trust you are well, Father.
Right.
Eleanor, Erwin, it really is you. And you're young again. What's going on?
Your Majesty, please forgive my insolence in seeking a personal audience with you today.
You look nervous.
I come before you not as the head of the Princess's Honor Guard, but as my own man.
What? I mean, very well. State your business.
You see, the thing is, I wish to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Erwin.
And though I am but a soldier, and all too aware of my own lowly position, nevertheless I must persist. For there is one thing of which I am certain. My sword arm is steadfast, and my heart unwavering. There is no man alive who will love, honor, and protect your daughter as I can.
Oh.
Your Majesty, I place my fate in your hands. Will you allow me to continue to serve and protect your daughter? Not as the head of her honor guard, but as her dutiful and loving husband.
I mean, yes, of course.
I can hardly turn you down after that little performance, can I, laddie? And to tell you the truth, I always had an inkling you two might one day be wed.
Oh, Father.
It's up to you now, Erwin. Don't disappoint me. You hear?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Yes.
Huh? 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 Crivens! Where do you spring from, lassie? And where's everybody gone?
Did you enjoy your little trip down memory lane? Well, it's not over yet.
Alrighty. Hello. Your Majesty, is everything alright? You're looking a wee bit befuddled, if you do not mind me saying so. What's that you say? Queen Eleanor and King Erwin lost forevermore? Oh, come now. It's the nerves talking, that's all. Speaking of nerves, the father-to-be seems more than a little jumpy himself. He went flying out the throne room not long ago like a man possessed. I sort of accidentally got like a almost Scottish / Irish / something twang to the dialogue there. It was not on purpose. There you are, Lord Robert. I was hoping I might have the chance to speak with you about something before the child was born. Before the child was born? Well now, so it's the day of my grandson's birth, is it? Now there's the thing. Your Majesty? Sorry, lad, you were saying there was something you wanted to discuss? Aye, it's the child's name. I've been having trouble thinking of anything suitable. So much trouble that it's been distracting me from everything else, if I'm honest. I was wondering if you might see your way to reprising your role as king for a wee while so I can have some time to think it over. Sure? Thank you so much. I'll not have much to do, I promise. There are just 2 items on the agenda for today. The first is something you're more than used to, receiving those who seek a royal audience and giving them counsel. The Chief Minister will be on hand to help you with the most pressing issues. The second is to make the rounds of the castle and assist anyone who needs your aid. The idea of the king aiding his subjects directly was, of course, something you yourself initiated during your reign. I'll be by the fountain downstairs. It's where I do my best thinking. Once you've taken care of the day's business, please come and find me. I'm truly grateful to you for agreeing to do this. Alright. Indulge in royal duties until you're ready to speak with Erwin. Okay then. Your Majesty, the king has surprised me of the situation. If you would be so kind as to take a seat on the throne when you are ready to begin discharging your royal duties. You will be welcoming visitors from other kingdoms and dealing with various matters of state, both trivial and momentous. King Erwin will be deeply grateful for any assistance you can offer, I am sure. And speaking personally, it will be a pleasure to work with you again, Your Majesty. Sure. Now, let us commence with today's itinerary. As you know, your role is to hear out those who come before you and use your wisdom to give counsel as the representative of the... Yes, I can speak, I think. To give counsel as the representative of the Crown of Dundrasil. There we go. That was difficult to say. Your Majesty, let me first express to you my gratitude for granting me this audience. I've traveled all the way from the kingdom of Sniffelheim to seek it. I thought so, you do look like Snoddy. The matter I wish to bring before you today has been greatly exercising the ruler of my land. He very much desires to seek the counsel of the Crown of Dundrasil, paragon of peace and prosperity. Go on. It regards a royal treasure that has been handed down from generation to generation of our royal line. It is known as the Blue Orb, and alas, it has vanished, presumed stolen. King Gustav has used every means at his disposal to try to identify the thief and recover this most precious heirloom, but to no avail. However, a list of likely culprits has been identified, 4 to be precise. Sadly, there is insufficient evidence to conclusively identify the thief. And so, we find ourselves at an impasse. So you need to whittle down your list of suspects, but you have no clear means by which to do so. Alright, let's have a wee think. The first thing is to identify the likely motive. What reason might a person have to want to get their mitts on this blue orb? I mean, the money, I assume. A treasure like that will bring in a pretty penny, I'll warrant. Aye, that'll be why the thief did it. Now... Next, we have to consider the matter of means. You cannot just walk in off the street and help yourself to the pride of the royal treasure house. So what kind of person could have done it? A master of disguise. Aye, that'll be it. thief must have disguised himself as a guard or such like and strolled right in on without anyone looking at him twice. Which leads me to conclude that our culprit is an experienced professional thief. Go back and line up your suspects. Tell them that the orb they stole was a fake and that whoever took it must have been an amateur and a fool. Any innocent party will surely see the funny side, but one person certainly won't crack a smile. A veteran whose skills you've called into question. A marvelous display of deductive reasoning, Your Majesty. With your blessing, I shall return to Sniffelheim and inform King Gustav of your counsel. This is your final judgment on the matter, I take it? Yes. The Kingdom of Sniffelheim owes you a great debt, Your Majesty. I shall journey back there immediately and share your shrewd insights with the King. The envoy from Sniffelheim hurries home looking very pleased indeed. I must commend you on your wise counsel, Lord Robert. Your advice will doubtless lead to the unmasking of the rogue who stole the treasure. Now, shall we move on to the next matter? Sure. Very good, Your Majesty. And without further delay, let me present you with the next problem requiring your attention. The Sultan of Gallopolis salutes the mighty kingdom of Dundrasil and all its people, and sends this, a missive penned by his most exalted hand. Your Majesty, I trust that this message finds you well. Word of the continued triumphs and glories of your kingdom reaches us on a daily basis. In truth, I write seeking your counsel for this very reason. As you may know, the Sultanate has suffered a prolonged heat wave. The land is parched and we fear for this year's harvest. As ruler of a realm of plenty, I beseech you, share with us the secrets of your prosperity, that we might avert disaster. I await your reply by return of rider, your humble servant, the Sultan of Gallopolis. Damn. Other rulers are our servant? Question mark? Okay. Message end there. I do not wish to pressure you, Your Majesty, but His Excellency the Sultan was most desirous of a swift response. Oh, it sounds like they've got themselves in a pretty pickle over there, eh? Well, I'd better see what I can do to help then, hadn't I? Drought prevention advice, eh? Can't say it's a problem we've ever faced over this way, if I'm honest. Well, let's start with the basics, shall we? If I'm to write a reply, I'll need to decide on the tone of the letter first. Unfailingly gracious or somewhat stern. Just be gracious. Aye, that's probably the best way to go, eh? Now to the tricky part. What to do in a drought. Let's weigh up the options. Think outside the box. Hey, City Kitty. Which TV app is hot garbage? We finally got it on your stream. Wow. Twitch TV app. I don't think I've ever used that. I've only ever casted a stream to my TV, but using an app, I can imagine that's not great. Right, that's it. I've got it. Quick, take this down before I forget it. My dear Sultan, I understand your kingdom is suffering a bout of searing hot weather. No doubt sales of ice cream and swimsuits are going through the roof. Of course, I do not wish to make light of your predicament. I simply wish to show you that by changing the way you think about something, you can turn a crisis into an opportunity. What I suggest is that you inspire people to think of radical new ways of cooling down. Leave it to their imaginations and see what they come up with. Hopefully, it will involve swimsuits and lots of them. Of course you would say something like that. With Smart TV, it took 4 attempts. Jesus. I have a Smart TV as well, but it's let me put it this way. It was cheap before I bought it on sale. And it has not been updated since I bought it 7 years ago. So it has a YouTube app. And that's it. That's the one. Get that all written up in your best fancy handwriting on one of those nice scrolls. A marvelous missive, Your Majesty, if you don't mind me saying. Now, just to confirm, you're happy with me to write down what you just said and send it off to the Sultan? Sure, why not? Let's tell him to make his subjects wear swimsuits. Something like that. Excellent. We'll send it back to Gallopolis with the rider right away. Now, shall we have them send in the next visitor? Sure. Very good, Your Majesty. And without further delay, let me present you with the next problem that requires your attention. Hi. You brought a bear into the throne room. Okay. As I'm sure you're aware, there are pugilistic tournaments held regularly in the town of Octagonia where fighters from all four corners of the world compete to prove their worth. Naturally, there's no shortage of young hopefuls keen to represent Dundrasil in the next grand event of this kind. To that end, I wish to present you with our kingdom's 3 final candidates. Big muscle man, martial artist dude, and a bear. That is definitely a bear. One of the 3 final candidates is a bear. Okay. Who better than a fighting man like yourself, Lord Robert, to assess their potential? If it pleases Your Majesty, could you step forward and pick the one you think might be a champion in the making? Oh, I thought I was like gonna look at them first, or talk to them. A fine choice, Your Majesty. I knew a discerning eye like yours would sort of champs from the chaff. Your pick is brimming with brute strength. He can shred steel with his bare hands. You're picking me, are ya? Yeah, that's... Oh, okay, I can change my mind. That's pure Dade brilliant, that is. You won't regret it. My opponents will, though. Herg. So we're good to go, aye? No. Make your mind up, will ya? You got me all worked up there. Well, you'll regret not picking me, I'll tell you that for nothing. Okay. Typically discerning choice, Your Majesty. This fellow is blessed with that rarest of fighting talent. Luck! He's made it through all of his qualifying bouts without conceding a round. I'm afraid I'm not exactly brimming with confidence, Your Majesty, but if you pick me, I'll cross my fingers really, really hard and hope for the best. So, come on, what do you say? Oh, I don't blame you, to be honest. I mean, who picks a 97-pound weakling to represent their kingdom? Ah, well, I guess my luck finally ran out. Hi? An interesting choice indeed, Your Majesty. This one's a real wild one without a shred of decency or compassion for his fellow fighter. An animal who stopped at nothing to achieve victory. It's a literal animal. Grr, I can't bear some of the things people say about me, you know. I'm not that bad, honestly. So are you going to choose me or what? Yeah, oh well, I suppose I'll just have to grin and bear it. This is meant to be a tournament for humans after all. They're welcome to it. Oh, sweet summer child. Who do I pick? The bear talks and in puns. All monsters, which a bear is a monster in this game, have the ability to talk if they want to. And a lot of them talk in puns or in very stereotypical ways. Who should I pick? Who would you pick, City Kitty? One of the stories I did yesterday with Eric, he teamed up with a heel slime And all slimes talk in goo or slime or ooze puns. They're all such winners, yes. So whenever there was a word that started with a G, like, say, great, you would say goo-rate. And useful was oozeful. And if there was no time, there was no slime. I was like, this is fun for like a minute or two, but for an entire story? Yeah. The Muscle Man just seems arrogant. You just seem afraid and sending you to an actual tournament just based on luck. And you're a bear.
Hello!
Hello, Chester. Welcome in. There we go. Now, Chester, if you were to send a fighter to represent your kingdom in a fighting tournament, would you send an arrogant muscle man? A lucky but cowardly martial artist? Or an actual bear? Because I'm struggling. What do you have to say? Wait a moment, Your Majesty. You're not seriously suggesting... No, surely not. You can't be picking me, can you? Phew, I thought you were serious for a moment there. If you'd be good enough to get down to the business of picking your actual candidate, that would be wonderful. How about we actually send the Chancellor or the Minister instead? Probably an actual bear. I mean, that is the funny choice, so sure. Skinny guy? Hey, Kaz. You would send a skinny guy? The cowardly and incredibly lucky martial artist? Blessed with rarest of fighting talents, luck. So we got one vote for bear, one vote for skinny guy. Underdog for the win. I mean, you're not wrong. I just find the thought of sending the bear just hilarious. Reluctant man. I assume you said man. He could prove himself and maybe get some confidence. True. Okay, let's send him then. Yes. Woohoo! Since my luck hasn't run out yet. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Your Majesty. I'm going to cross my fingers and pray myself silly from now until the day of the tournament. Fine work, Your Majesty. So may I confirm that you wish to put forward this fortunate candidate to represent the kingdom? Yes. Marvelous. Let us hope that fickle fortune will favor us on the day of the tournament. Just don't like arrogance of the beefy fighters out. Yeah. Same. I'm happy to report that this concludes all your royal duties for today. Those here in the throne room, at least. But as I believe King Erwin mentioned, there may be troubled souls elsewhere in the castle who require assistance. May I suggest that you take a little stroll around the grounds? Oh, but before you depart, allow me to say that it was an absolute pleasure to witness you at work today. Truly, it has been far too long. It's safe to say your kingly judgment is as sharp as it ever was. Yes. Okay. By the way, for anyone curious about what's actually going on right now, what happened in the game is we went to Yggdrasil, stuff happened, Yggdrasil fell, and the entire party was scattered across the world. In the original game, we just went straight to the Luminary, the main character, as he traveled around the world and gathered up his party again. But in this definitive edition, we get to see separate stories for each character, which is what we're doing right now. And this place we're in, Dundrasil Castle, is not actually a place that exists anymore. This is the birthplace of the main character that was destroyed when he was born. So we're not quite sure what is going on. If we're in some sort of dream world. But the chapter is called Lord Robert and the Kingdom of Dreams, so most likely yes. Forgive me, Your Majesty, but can I allow you to proceed? There's a private meeting in progress. Also, Rabhair used to be the king. His daughter is the main character's mother. And was the queen when Dundrasil was destroyed. Who am I supposed to help? Oh, hello, Your Majesty. You must be very excited about the new addition to the family. Yes. Ah, Your Majesty. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. We're in the middle of a weak culinary emergency, you see, and we could do with the assistance of someone such as yourself. Gastronome, shall we say? A butterfingered fool of a maid managed to drop the very last pot of pepper from the castle larder, and it smashed and went everywhere. I'm sure you can imagine what the guards will say when they sit down to their neeps and taddies and there's no seasoning to be had. There'll be uproar. Please, Your Majesty, help us in our hour of need. Most definitely using Scottish slang words. Yes, this entire kingdom is like based on Scottish, at least verbally based on Scottish. Which, when you hear Rab speak, you will probably recognize. Maybe. Although it's also probably not quite correct. Excellent! I knew you wouldn't let us down. Now, if you wouldn't mind searching the castle, we need something nice and pungent we can use instead of pepper. I was thinking some of the plants around the castle might yield something useful. It's certainly worth a look anyway. But don't restrict your search of the plants alone. You never know where the perfect condiment might be hiding. Well, I trust your judgment, Your Majesty. Happy hunting. Okay. Same Dragon Quest I've been playing for a while. Almost finished with it. I'm technically at the halfway point of the game. Like, once we're done with these separate stories, we get to the second half of the game. And then when we're done with the second half of the game, there's also a whole post-game part, so nowhere near finished. You're so very excited about the baby, Your Majesty. I know I am. In fact, I prepared a beautiful bouquet of flowers to present to Queen Eleanor. I run an exclusive florist, don't you know? Good for you. If you run a florist, do you know about a flower that can replace pepper? Speaking of. Aye, this plant's leaves have a pungent pong, alright. I'm pretty sure you could dry them and use them to cook with. They'd be sure to add a wee bit of spice to the mix. I'm sure there are other things you could use instead of pepper, but this doesn't seem like a bad option to me. Not quite yet. Let's see if there's something else. And also, let's not talk to Irvin, because... okay, this is blocked. Is there anything else I can... use? The council chamber was blocked, so I can't go in there. The throne room is open, and also the bedrooms? No, closed. And yeah, this one is open. What's this? What's this down at the bottom of this basket here? Crikey, this takes me back. Is there any finer food than a peach pie decorated with a picture of a lovely wee bunny girl? Well, if there is, I've never seen it. Now I know it's not exactly what you described as peppery, but it would certainly spice things up a bit. I reckon that lot in the kitchen could do with a wee challenge. That's not the kind of spice they're after, Your Majesty. It's like an old diary of Rabs. Okay. Ever since the day I ceded the throne to young Erwin, the lad has poured his heart and soul into making Dungeon the greatest kingdom it can possibly be. He was never raised as royalty, and I must admit I shared some of my subjects' doubts about whether or not he was truly suited to rule at first. But now I know I made the right choice. He soon gained their trust and respect, and mine as well. The entire nation is united behind him. My dear Eleanor has made a very fine choice of husband indeed, which means I can get on with enjoying my retirement. Okay, so... Ooh. Stuff. Although I don't think we can take stuff outside of the dream world, but you never know. Okay, well, a spicy picture of a bunny girl is not exactly the kind of spice you put in a dish. Despite Rab's preferences. What's this? I have a feeling I read somewhere that the berries from this plant are meant to taste a wee bit like pepper. I'm sure there are other things you could use instead of pepper, but this doesn't seem like a bad option to me. Sure. I struggle to believe that berries can taste much like pepper, but cooking isn't for the faint-hearted. Sometimes you have to just give things a go. I knew you wouldn't let us down, Your Majesty. Here's a little token of appreciation on behalf of all the kitchen staff. A seed of strength. And we thought your Ole was awesome. And we told you that, clean and cool. Thank you. I also just updated it to look even cleaner. I removed all the gray parts and just... Yes. The cooks in the castle kitchen used the berries Rab brought them to make a supremely spicy batch of neeps and tatties for the guards' dinner. Nice. And yeah, thank you very much. The purple rocks. Green and purple have been my... Like, green has always been my favorite color. And then, like... All three of my exes all liked purple. Not necessarily as their favorite color, but up there. So green and purple has kind of always been a color combination that I've kind of resonated with. So that's how we ended up with this. Ah, Lord Robert, your timing is almost uncanny. I've just a second managed to come up with a perfect name for the new baby at last. Without you, I wouldn't have had time to properly mull it over. No idea how much of a help you've been. Since we both finished with our business for the day, why don't we head back to the throne room and wait for the good news? Sure.
Your Majesty, Lord Robert, the new arrival is here.
Already?
Well then.
Congratulations, Your Majesty. It's a beautiful, bouncing baby boy.
A boy.
How can he be bouncing?
Look, Erwin.
Oh, he's a fine wee chappie. And what a set of lungs. We'd better hurry up and give him a name before he screams the place down.
Aye.
We were wondering what you thought about Erdrick.
Erdrick? I'm sorry?
Oh, it's beautiful. It sounds clever and brave and... yes. But I've rather set my heart on something else, you know? What do you think of this for a name?
Oh, well, it's nice, but it wouldn't exactly be my first choice. But if that's the name you've chosen, my love, then that's the name he shall have.
Didn't like Erdrick at all. Yeah, no. Erdrick is the name of some kind of legendary hero in this world, I assume, based on some of the side quests. Erdwin is a legendary hero that I know. And the reason why they don't specifically say the other name that the queen chose is because that's the name that I put in, so it's Gadok.
Mighty Yggdrasil has blessed us with this beautiful boy. And from this day forth, he shall be known as...
Wow. Good cop-out game.
Oh, father.
Sorry about that, love.
Never mind that. Why don't you give your grandson a cuddle?
Goo goo gaga. Sneeze kind of worked with Gadok. It kind of did.
Hello, wee one. I'm your grandpa. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Lovely name indeed.
Oh.
And
What the?
remember where you are, Rab.
Having fun?
Thank you for the lurk, Kitty Kitty.
How are you doing this? These places, these memories, they feel so real.
I'm very curious what the end point of this is gonna be. A diamond. Let's read a book. The Book of Erdwin. Oh. Chapter 1, Song of Beginnings. World treats gift first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast, lo the dark one, bleak, black, vast. Chapter 2, Song of Prayer. World tree's foot a plea a prayer, ringeth through the mountain air. Babies born, tree's will revealed, Serenica, luminary's shield. The book is filled with many more such important sounding poems. Rab carefully closes it. Yes. Erdwin, the first luminary. Why is it so quiet? It's just been chilling. Fixed the leaky sink in the bathroom now, just playing in the bathroom, now just playing on the Switch. I almost read that as one sentence. Like you fixed a leaky sink while playing the Switch. Which would be impressive. Goodbye. Who's the comma in there? Yes. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? What the? Where'd everybody go? They can't have left without telling me, can they? You're in a dream, Rab.
What's all this then?
Happy birthday, Grandpa!
Well, this is just all wrong.
Get away! It's you!
Well done, big man.
Congratulations.
Surprise! You didn't suspect a thing, did you? We all worked extra hard to keep it a secret.
Happy birthday, Lord Robert. We've had Gondolia's finest patissiers working day and night on your cake here. I trust it will be to your taste.
Okay, this is all wrong. Up until this point, I believe everything's been accurate, but Dundrasil fell when the luminary was a baby.
Many happy returns, Father. May you live a long and joyful life, watching your grandson grow into a fine young man.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Congratulations, Your Highness. The people of Dundrasil are eternally grateful for all you've done to make this such a happy and peaceful place to live.
Hear, hear! And we'll do everything we can to keep it happy and peaceful under King Erwin too.
Oh, that's my boys.
Aye, and a great big happy birthday to you from all the lads and lassies down the tavern, eh?
Dinna forget to send word when you've a new edition or two to the Royal Collection of Gentleman's Periodicals, will you, big man?
Right.
My people. Oh, how I love them.
You're not crying, are you, Grandpa? Is something the matter?
No, laddie. Everything's perfect. Just perfect.
And that's the problem. Hey, King Gustav. Happy birthday, old friend. There should be many more yet of that, I have no doubt. I want to thank you once again for your invaluable advice regarding that terrible blue orb business. When we told the suspect that the orb was a fake, the culprit was so shocked that he collapsed in a tearful heap on the floor. It really was the most marvelous ruse. And where's the Sultan? There he is. The heartiest of happy birthdays to you, old friend. Dundrasil has always been a friend to Gallopolis. We owe you a great debt for the help you offered us when we were beset by drought. Your idea of devising new ways for people to cool down was inspired. It led to a new dance craze that helped keep everyone's spirits up. Oh, and swimsuit sales went through the roof. The underdog is still alive. Oh! Oh, right. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. You know, I'm still grateful to you for picking me all those years ago. I remember when I went to the tournament, I was scared out of my wits. All the other fighters looked so tough. I thought I didn't stand a chance. Would you believe it? Just before the tournament started, there was a torrential downpour and the whole thing was postponed. In the end, a lot of the toughest fighters caught colds and pulled out. I managed to win a bunch of my matches by default because my opponents didn't show up. What a result! In the end, I was a runner-up and I never had to throw a punch. What a stroke of luck, eh? I assume Vincent won. Don't know how long he's been around, but I assume. I wonder what would happen if I sent the bear. Would there be a bear in the room then? Happy birthday! Here's the bear you sent to a tournament years ago. You'll never guess whose idea it was to make a cake this big. None other than your pride and joy, wee Godok. Yes. Godok wants to take his grandpa around and show him off to everybody. Don't keep him waiting, will you, father? Okay. Come on, grandpa, follow me. Oh. Oh. Everyone loves you, grandpa. All of those scholars were telling me how clever you are. You're amazing. Oh, get away with ya. I don't want to get a big head. But it wouldn't be a bad idea for you to mix with those bookish types, Godok. A king has to know a lot of things. I'll show you, grandpa. I'm going to study hard until I know as much as you do. Now let's go over here. Come on, grandpa. Look, grandpa. Look at all those beautiful girls. Yes. Aye, there isn't any doubt about it. You take after your old grandpa, Godok. What do you mean? Never you mind, laddie. You'll find out soon enough. Alright, now let's see what's over here. Come on, grandpa. Grandpa, is it true that man over there was a runner-up in a fighting tournament in Octagonia without ever having to throw a punch? Aye, sometimes all you need is luck on your side. You never know how things are gonna turn out. Life's never boring, that's for sure. So if ever you're going through a hard time, just remember that things can change. If you refuse to give up, your luck is bound to change. Got it. I'll never give up, no matter what. It's been lots of fun walking around with you, Grandpa, but I'm getting hungry. I know. How about a slice of cake? It was my idea to have the biggest birthday cake ever.
How are you enjoying the party?
It's so much fun.
So Dundrasil hasn't been destroyed, and Eleanor and Erwin are living here happily with their boy. Well, whatever this place is, whatever's going on, I know it can't be good.
One thing they did wrong with these parts is sound mixing, because every dialogue is just not loud enough.
This is for Grandpa.
Oh, that's nice.
By golly, I could stay here forever.
You could ya?
Oh, my poor wee soldier's fallen down. Oh, there, wee man. There's no need for that.
Right. Hey, Fuzz.
That's it. It's all coming back to me. We were defeated, and then the darkness came.
Fuzz, I still need a clip to play when you arrive.
When I woke, I was all alone. I prayed that my pals were still alive, but I knew I couldn't rely on that. So I set out to find a way of taking on the Lord of Shadows by myself. Yes, so I sought out Grandmaster Pang. I was trying to convince her to train me, but that means all this must be.
What's the matter, Grandpa?
I'm sorry, laddie. I've somewhere I need to be. Things I need to be doing.
Video, because I play it here in the camera frame.
Well, what? You mean you're leaving?
hate to go. Really, I do. But maybe one day you'll understand.
It doesn't yet, but I have been thinking about making that a thing, so it might work soon.
You be a good boy now. Something tells me you'll do just fine.
Just a little cartoon theme song. Gotta keep it short though, like maximum 10 seconds, cause yeah. Like, what Chester just tried to do doesn't work, but I can go in and do it manually, so I can show what his is. So this is Chester's. There we go. Quite one of mine. It's a good one. What's the matter, Your Majesty? You aren't seriously about to leave a party in full swing, are you? Yes, I am. Boundless happiness awaits you here, you know. Joy, laughter, and all manner of wonderful surprises. Are you really willing to leave it behind? Yes.
I can give you what you want, Your Majesty. But can I ask why you want it?
Batman animated series. I am Vengeance. I'm the Knight. I am Batman. Okay. I will write that down, and then I will look for it after the stream. Where did I? There. There we go.
Because of more important things to be doing. There's a world needs saving while I'm dallying here in Dreamland. Lovely as it is. I should be toughening up, not going soft in the head. I need to be with Grandmaster Pang learning how to defeat the Lord of Shadows. And I need you to take me to her right now.
After all the effort I went to, honestly, do you think I like dressing up as a bunny-eared bimbo?
Who are you? That's what I assumed.
Grandmaster Pang! You can't be serious. It was you all along.
It was either that or some kind of demon that had infested a dream, but yeah.
Wait. This is...
It's question mark, question mark, question mark. Of course. When bright brand bores through heaven's doors, the sun shall rise over darkened skies and banish night with holy light. Alright.
Welcome to the place where lost souls gather. The place between worlds. This is the Void. And you are courageous indeed to have ventured here. Not all of my students would dare.
It's an honor to see you again, Grandmaster.
Contentment is complacency. Happiness is inertia. You did well to refuse its temptations.
So it was all a test then?
Indeed, it was. But you were not deceived by my illusions. You were not seduced by the fantasy of an easy escape. It's a start.
Kinda hard to believe that this woman is the one that taught Rab how to fight. She does not look like it.
Yes! Passed with flying colours! So you'll train me, eh?
You still have not learned to listen, I see. I said it was a start. There is work to do yet if you are to prove yourself truly worthy.
You what?
You must show me that you have not been neglectful of your training, that you have been diligent in your daily practice. And there's only one way to truly make sure of that.
Hitting the pool while I'm listening for a bit. Enjoy the pool?
What? Not the naughty stick! And you've taken to wielding two of them, I see! Oh, Crivens, I'll not get out of this without a bruise or two!
It's a naughty stick.
But if that's what it takes, then so be it. Do your worst! Yeah!
Dual wielding naughty sticks.
Let us begin.
Okay, I did not expect I had to actually fight her.
All right.
You must use every tool at your disposal, or else.
Okay. Zamo. Rab is in for a spanking. Yep. It's... I don't know if I like the way this exposes story elements, these new story parts. But yeah, let's just say that Rab has experienced the naughty stick way more than any one person should. Okay, that was not very effective. 32 damage crit, that's... Maybe he likes it.
Surrender your soul!
Maybe. Oh. Ow.
Safety first.
Isn't affected, that's hard to believe. But I'll take it.
Zamo!
Yeah, okay, that doesn't do anything. The fact that you can walk around the battlefield, it doesn't do anything at all. There's no point to it at all.
Is that all?
Which is kind of disappointing. Spellcaster stance? Okay. So, meaning... this is more effective. Ow!
We're not done yet.
Critical spell.
What?
Thank you for the lurk, Chester. You just made me... darn. Dedazzle, yes.
Dedazzle!
Try to resist with power.
Okay. Of course that just increases his magical capabilities, not his physical ones.
I'll let you understand.
Okay, still isn't affected.
I've held back until now, but no longer.
Spillers is in the defense.
Come one, come all!
Hi. What are you doing here? An almighty ability. I'm gonna heal. Just because. I'm scared. Defend? She just flurry of blows with the Naughty Stick. Okay, that's not quite what I expected. Haha. I stole your MP. Okay, now I know what that does. Don't know if defending made too much of a difference. But let's heal and see what it does when I don't defend. I think a mid heal is good enough. Eh. Okay, it just halved the damage, okay. Nice crit. Again.
You're right.
Fully focused, defend. Let's Zamo. Okay, she's ready to strike. It's not gonna kill me. But that killed her. There we go.
Hey! Ho ho! I'm fitter than ever.
Hey, level up. I learned Blunt. That would have been nice to know before this fight. But oh well. 2% crit chance. More 2% crit chance. Dodge. What's up here? Strength, magical might. Increase effectiveness of the user's spells. I never actually used this. Let's try to see how effective it is. Not that I was seeing Rab again for a while. But still.
Perhaps you have not been as lazy as I feared. But you are still not ready.
Wait.
Still, your resolve is clear. You have shown me how much you are willing to endure in order to take on the Lord of Shadows. Perhaps you are as ready as you'll ever be.
You're serious? You mean it's time?
It is. You will be trained in the most closely guarded secrets of our art. But were you to undergo the full course of study, the physical body you have left behind would wither and die. As such, your training must be accelerated, and the work of years condensed into mere days. but it will not be easy. Are you ready to open the gates of hell and see what lies beyond? You had better be.
You bet I am! I've the best teacher there is to guide me, and I'll gladly follow her wherever she leads me.
I am very happy to hear it.
By the way, the whole bunny girl thing, you were more than a mite convincing, Grandmaster, I have to say. I could have sworn you'd swanned in straight off the cover of a vintage issue of the Ogler's Digest.
There is more to me than meets the eye, you know. I, too, was young once upon a time.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean by that exactly?
Do not question your master! You have training to be doing. We will make it easy to begin with. 10,000 press-ups. On your knuckles.
10,000? Oh yeah!
You're in a dream realm without your physical body, so I don't know if that's really that difficult, but you know.